Friends, movies recapped here. Today I am going to explain the movie name called Horizon Line. So the movie starts by showing Sara and Jackson where both of them are sitting in a bar and talking. Both of them are in a relationship, and Sara loves Jackson very much. During their conversation, Jackson gets a call which he calls Sara Farmer. Actually, it was a girl's call and Jackson did not want Sara to know about it. But Sara still comes to know about it, which breaks her heart, and she tells Jackson, confronts her. There is an argument between the two, and Sara leaves him and goes away from there. After this, we see that a year has passed since this happened, and they both had a breakup that very night. Now we see Sara. She is in the camp. Then she gets a call from her friend, who asks her if she is coming, and Sara says that she is very excited to enjoy the weekend with her, after which Sara goes to her friend, and both of them let's start the fun maintain. When Sara is talking to her friend, then her eyes fall on Jackson, who had also come there to enjoy with his friends. Seeing Jackson, Sara gets off the command, and then her friend, she explains to him that he should just ignore her, and that he should not spoil his weekend because of Jackson. Sara agrees with him, and decides that she will not keep any negative feelings in her heart, due to which she herself sleeps at night. Jagged goes to talk to them, and then both of them talk and reach Jackson's room, where under the influence of alcohol, both of them are unable to control their feelings and come very close to each other. Next morning, when Sara Jackson wakes up, she leaves from there in advance because she had to go back home after completing her weekend, for which she calls her friend David. David is the owner of a plane, and he works to take the tourists to their destination. While both of them were talking, they are denoting the luggage in the plane. Then suddenly David's health starts deteriorating. Seeing this, Sara gets worried and asks David if he is all right. Then David assures her that yes, he is fine. Now when they are about to leave from there, Jackson also arrives there, who was also going to leave in the same plane. Sara is very surprised to see him, but somewhere she was happy, after which it is shown that these three are now starting their journey. Let's do it. Here, while talking, David starts telling Sara about the plane. Then he asks her if she would like to fly the plane. Hearing this, Sara becomes happy and gets excited and sits on the seat on the co-pilot. Flying the plane, David is telling small details about the plane to Sara, but then David starts having chest pain. Sara gets very nervous, and then we come to know that David has actually had a heart attack, and the reason for not getting any medical help. He dies. Sara was very frightened, and she tells Jackson to quickly see what has happened to David. Now both of them start looking at David, due to which their plane becomes unbalanced and starts falling downwards. Now suddenly, due to the descent of their plane, the heavy luggage of their plane comes forward, and due to collision with the compass of the plane stops working, due to the low bus being damaged. Now they cannot find out their location. Now their plane, Sara controls the plane when it is about to fall into the sea. Now there is a ready in their plane, through which people call the control room and contact them. From the control room they get instructions of a location. They are called that they move ahead towards that location. But due to the compass being faulty, they were not able to locate these location properly. Now after going a little further, dark clouds appear in front of them, which means a storm is about to come. Somehow you reach the location, but due to the compass being damaged, you were not able to do anything. Now here Jackson gets an idea. He takes out the magnet in the compass and fills a cup with liquor and keeps the magnet of the compass in it. In this way they come to know the exact location, but now the weather outside is getting worse. They are very nervous, and sometimes lightning strikes their plane. Due to lightning, the plane goes out once again of control, but luckily both of them are safe, and somehow they manage to control the plane. Now after facing this storm for a long time, these people come out of this storm, but one problem that they have not come out of is that others are waiting for them. Both of them see that the fuel of their plane is getting exhausted very fast. In fact, when the lightning fell on them, a hole was formed in the fuel tank of their plane, due to which the fuel has started falling out. And seeing this new problem, both of them are even more worried. They become more nervous. They think that if the fuel runs out, then both of us will not be able to survive. That is why now Jackson decides to go out and put tape on the fuel tank. But Sara forbids Jackson to go out. She says that in this work there is too much risk. Then when Singh says that if we do this, our plane will crash and we will not be able to survive anyway. So we will have to take the risk. Jackson gathers courage and comes out and goes to the place where there is a hole in the tank, starts applying the tape. After applying the tape, When he starts going back to the plane, his hand slips and he hangs on the plane. But Sara somehow pulls Jackson onto the plane and Jackson's life is saved. But during all this, Jackson got a deep injury on his hand due to which he felt a lot of pain. Now after this, it is shown that Jackson, the fix to the tank by risking one's life, was of no use because the fuel in the brain was still decreasing very fast. And now the fuel has reduced considerably, due to which both of them get very scared, and now both of them, they start throwing out whatever is present in the plane. And despite Sara not wanting to, she also has to throw Debbit's dead body out of the plane so that the load of their plane can be reduced. After this, it is shown that the fuel of their plane increases, but Jackson gets an idea and tells Sara that why don't we put the alcohol in the fuel tank. Sara thinks his idea is right, and she says that yes, we can try this, but not you. I will go out because you are very injured. When you say that no, this is not in your power, I will have to go out and do this work. But Sara does not listen to Junction, and she gets out of the plane. And with great courage, she puts the liquor in the fuel tank. But while returning to the plane, her hand also slips. But somehow she comes back to the plane safely. And now we see here that her plane works and there is more fuel. But after going some distance, they notice that their plane's fuel has reduced again. And now 9 has no fuel and no alcohol. Both of them think that now they will not be able to survive. Then Jackson, they see an island and turn their plane towards that island. But on getting closer, they realize that there is no island there. So they move ahead from there. Now after going a little further, they see an island from Jackson gives. This time this island was really there. And seeing this island brings new life to both of them and becomes very happy here. But that island is still very far away and they have less fuel to reach there. Sara tries hard to take the plane to the island, but before reaching there, its fuel runs out and the plane crashes in the sea. Both of them start sinking in the sea, and due to the crash, both of them get very injured, due to which Jackson becomes unconscious. Sara tries hard to wake Jackson up, but Jackson is unable to do so. Sea water fills the plane very fast. Seeing this, Sara becomes very upset. She thinks that if something happens quickly, both of them may even lose their lives. Sara leaves the junction and quickly starts opening the door of the plane, but due to water pressure, the print door was not opening. But after trying for some time, Sara opens the print door and she makes Jackson wear a life jacket so that Jackson will come out of the plane on his own. Now Sara comes to the surface, but she comes up and tells that Jackson has not come up yet. Actually, Jackson is stuck somewhere in the plane. Now Sara goes down again and frees Jackson and brings him up. Then she drags him to the shore, where after reaching, both of them take a sigh of relief. But soon they realize that the place which they thought was an island is actually, it is not an island, but it is a part of the sea where there is no water with time. And then that place gets submerged in water. Now soon that place starts filling with water. Seeing this, Sara starts crying loudly. She knows that now we cannot escape because there was no one there to help us. Now after some time, that place gets completely submerged in water. And both of them start swimming in the water. But now there is no way for them to escape. There is no hope, and they don't even have a life jacket. He had accepted that he cannot escape from here. But Sara says that no matter what happens, I will not leave you here and go anywhere. Actually, Sara had realized how much she loves Jackson. Seeing Sara's true love, Jackson also becomes very emotional, and both of them embrace each other. So that even if they die by drowning in water, they die together because now both of them have accepted that they cannot escape from here. But fate had something else in store because a small ship passes by where these people are, and the people of this ship see all the rejections. After which the ship is diverted towards these two, and their lives are saved. Both are very happy after coming to the ship and promise each other that they will always be with each other and love each other. And with this, the movie ends here. Thanks for subscribing. See you in next movie.